Hi, folks. Welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. So, spending bill thing, I don't know. It's all over the place. I know a lot of people are paying attention to it now. And I'll be honest with you. To me, it's just dirty old politics that's always happened and always will happen as long as the system is in place. So none of it's really surprising to me. I guess the big thing now is that, well, there's going to be a government shutdown. That's not the first time it's happened. And in a lot of ways, I think that's a good thing. Just let it shut down and not reopen again. But there are some things to this that I think we should, there's stuff going on. It's not just your typical run-of-the-mill thing, I think. The new bill that Mike Johnson, the speaker, has put out, I guess, or that they're working on or whatever, it does expand still. It still expands. It doesn't, it may cut back in spending or something like that, but it still has this pandemic restrictions and mandates and all that kind of stuff, authority in it, expanded powers. Almost like they're getting ready for something, right? It's almost, maybe. I mean, the whole H5N1 is expanding. Some science expert, whatever, vaccine virus expert, said today that H5N1 is one mutation away from being able to be transmitted very easily through human population. So it is growing. A lot of people pay attention to it. Of course, was it yesterday that California declared a state of emergency over it? Today, state of New York has re-implemented a mask mandate for healthcare workers that aren't vaccinated. And it's every day now with that, and it's just growing. So there's a portion of that in the spending bill. Donald Trump today said that they need to abolish or do away with the debt ceiling. That's not a very conservative thing. Now, I know that there's going to be some people say, oh, this is 5D chess. This is, 50D chess, 100D chess. Yeah, you're probably right. He says it's the only way to get this spending bill put into place to make everything go. And so he has proposed abolishing the debt ceiling. Donald Trump did a lot of big spending, and I know that it partly was because of the COVID pandemic, but still, he's called himself the debt king in the past. And I suspect the 3D chess that's going on here is to spend some more money, go deeper into debt to get these policies, because not everything, but a lot of the stuff he's talked about doing is going to take more money, not less, more money. And then weaken the dollar, and then that will usher in, no different than the left was doing or has been doing, usher in a good argument to switch over to some kind of digital currency, a cryptocurrency. It may not be central bank. It may be decentralized like Bitcoin or something like that. But still, think that's becoming a stronger and stronger possibility of what's going on. But yeah, it's crazy. It's chaotic, and it's right at the end of the year. Again, as much as I want government to shut down, I have a feeling that there's another ploy going on. The Wall Street Journal ran an article today or yesterday. They had some White House insider leaking information that Joe Biden, I know this is going to be a big shock to you, that Joe Biden is pretty much not there, like, at all anymore. Like, his decline is becoming very rapid, and that everything that you've seen of him lately is all been staged. Like, we didn't know that. But that his top senior advisors are the ones that's basically running the country. And then they also talked about how Jill Biden, who is his wife, she's probably the one doing most of the running of everything, is the one pushing to just burn everything to the ground before they get out. So is there a possibility that raising the debt ceiling or that shutting the government down before he leaves office could cause some kind of, I don't know. I mean, could there be this like perfect storm of government shutdown, H5N1 outbreak, the drones, which I haven't even mentioned that yet. They're still up in the air and still going on. And now the FAA is saying that they are a threat and they're going to shoot them down. Then the stuff with Iran, Syria, Russia, China, terrorists running around the country, people pouring into the border, removing the debt ceiling, the stock market's all up and down, wonky. Is there a perfect storm building? I don't know. And a government shutdown on top of that, I could see could exasperate the situation. Don't know, but it does look like that there's just some craziness. Like I said, the drone thing is back. It's back in the news again. Just 2 days ago, the government was telling us that there's no threat. Don't worry about it. Go back to sleep. These are not the drones that you're looking for. It's okay. Everything that's flying around is legal. It's authorized. It's not the military. There's no threat. How many different times did we hear from the White House and the Pentagon and all these there's no threat? Well, now the FAA has issued a statement that they are shutting down drone traffic over New Jersey, that they will shoot down anything that's not authorized, and that there is a threat. My inbox in the last few days has been flooded with people, you folks all over the country, saying how you're seeing abnormal drone activity over where you're at. They're all over the place. The focus has been New Jersey, and all of us are still questioning why New Jersey. All the reasons you might say, military installations and nuclear power, those are all over the place. So what is it about New Jersey? I don't know. And then you say, yeah, but it doesn't make sense because they're everywhere, not just New Jersey. So why is the focus? Well, maybe the focus was New Jersey because there's something there that we don't know about. Maybe there's some kind of secret government operation, blah, blah, blah. And then now all of a sudden that the focus has become New Jersey, let's throw drones up all over the country to throw everyone off and think that, well, maybe it's not New Jersey. Maybe it's just everywhere. I don't know. But there's too many things going on right now. It's weird, it's crazy, it's chaotic. And that's exactly what the globalists want. That's what the people that are running the big show, they want it to be chaotic. They want you to live in fear. They want you to be worried that the world as you know it is falling apart. So you need to trust and rely on them. That's right. The people that are actually causing it are the ones that you're supposed to trust in, right? Government's going to fix it. Government's going to come to everybody's aid, and they're going to knock these drones out of the sky. They're going to fix the pandemic problem. They're going to fix the economy. It doesn't matter if it's left or right. Someone's going to step in, and they're going to fix the situation, even though they were the ones that started it. And that's really... That's what a lot of this is all about, is just gaining more and more control over your life. And we have to be aware of that. We have to be seeing this stuff before it happens, okay, yes, this is drones, pandemic, stock market crash, Trump, Biden. But it's all part of an orchestrated plan to just control more of you, your pocketbook, your thoughts, your home, your liberties, all the way down to your DNA. And that's why we have to continually be ready for the things that are happening, because it's getting wonky out there. And it's not front page news, but over the last few weeks, I've seen more and more little articles talking about how people in general, the population is just unsettled by what's going on. That there's the stress levels are higher and higher, that that people are just, it's as high, if not higher than it was during the peak of COVID. That, everyone, they don't know what's going on, but they know something bad is happening, that things just aren't right. And that is a very dangerous place for us to be. That means that it would not take much of an incident to happen that could cause people to just kind of lose control for a while. And even if it's just temporary, it could still be very bad. If something happens with the drones, if something happens with the nuke, if something happens with a, biological weapon, or, another pandemic, or some type of terrorist attack, or, something happened with the inauguration, or something happened with the stock market or the dollar, or, it wouldn't take much to push people over the edge right now. And so that's where we really need to be paying attention to this kind of stuff, because things are just weird right now. And you need to be, actively keeping your head on a swivel, being watchful of where you're at. The amount of stress this time of the year, it's always more stressful. The drug, alcohol, substance abuse is higher already this time of the year. It's going to be higher because of things, there's the left that's, they're freaking out because Trump's going to take office. All this kind of stuff is going on. And so aside from the big possibilities of, catastrophic big things, attacks and pandemics and all that, you also need to be focused on the fact that when you're just out and about, I think you should just perceive that there's a bigger threat now than there has been. Doesn't mean that danger is lurking around every corner, but I think that your, situational awareness should be a little bit higher than normal, keeping your head on a swivel, understanding that this time of the year sometimes can bring out the worst in people. And then you add all this other stuff that's going on, increased stress and everything. And right now for you, that may be the number one thing that you need to focus on. Not so much what may be going on in Washington or New Jersey or Ukraine or Israel or whatever, but what's going on, in your town. Are people, are there even just a small handful of people that's just right on a nice edge right now? And it wouldn't take much to push them over it. So with everything that's going on, the time of the year it is, I highly recommend that you be, staying on your toes, head on a swivel, watching where you're going, who you're around, who's around you, because, I don't want you living in fear. I don't want you, constantly terrified that something's going to happen. But I think it's appropriate for us to be taking extra precautions right now. Folks, it's time to get your houses in order and prepare yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.